Northern Illinois about to kick it off as we get things started. Returner's going to try to see what he can get. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Last time these two rivals got together, guys, there were hurt feelings and some dead fish handshakes in the aftermath, and this might be just the recipe to cook up some revenge, Jesse.
Well, they're going to be motivated, that's for sure. The losing team, they have been hearing about that blowout loss now for a very long time. They had this game circled, David, all offseason, hoping to get that payback.
Oh, man, you get all the quotes, all the people talking about all those blowhards on all the different networks, i.e. us, talking about how bad it was and how embarrassing it was, and now you get a chance to get some payback. They're excited.
He might want another play. Going to swing it on second down. He's going for it all. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense, not giving up any big plays and forcing the fourth down.
They kick it away on fourth down. He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. The Huskies offense has the ball for the first time. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass in coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
Trying to start the drive with a pass. Finds his man. It's Givens. When a defense is in zone coverage, Jesse, they want to react. How do you react to a howitzer coming out like that one?
Not much you can do because this guy's got a cannon. You saw all the eyeballs on defense on that play. They were waiting and anticipating that throw, but when you've got an arm like that, it's going to be tough to stop that throw.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not opening up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains and they'll mark it at the 44. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Grabbed over the middle. It's Givens. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
Great job by the quarterback there. He saw the safety bite on the run fake. So as the safety comes running downhill, he now knows he has the slant throw to his receiver on the outside.
And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Flips it out on the screen. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding third and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a fourth down.
Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Leaves it with the back.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Now the toss. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picks up the first down. And how about the timing on that pitch? So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll go to the ground. Oh, space. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play.
There he goes. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some...
Wide open spaces. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
They've got it 1st and goal from the 7, looking for the first score of this game. They'll try to get it in with the run. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Offense trying to go pitch and trying to get to the outside, but how about the speed on defense, scraping down the line of scrimmage, rallying to the football, and creating a negative play.
They'll send the back in motion. On the option. Now the pitch. Looking for the end zone. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown.
Just really solid play by this offense. Nice job. Whatever the defense gives you the option, they're trying to make you wrong. The problem is, defensively, you got so much to cover. Nice chunk game. Just
steps into the end zone for a touchdown. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Syracuse is going to walk off the field there inside the dome with a much-needed victory. They had this one circled on the calendars for some time, and regardless the score, that W has to feel good. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Looking to throw on first down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack tear.
The Huskies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Now the play fake. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Makes the grab down the left side. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. Northern Illinois back to work after picking up the first down. The handoff to Johnson. Jukes his way for more. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. And the Huskies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll run play action. Got it in the middle. It's Givens. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really...
Oh, he's got some space. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. They'll line up for the field goal try as we start the second quarter. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. And he missed it. No good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
And now this offense will take the field again. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job, opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Sets up the screen. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
Great job, too, by the QB there. Holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
To the air on first down. Got his man downfield. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 35. Wants to throw on first down. The short hands, it's Smith. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it. The hands, the feet. He steps his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes on a 35-yard pass for 6. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, we'll see what the plan is for this Northern Illinois offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll throw it. That's caught. It's Rodgers. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Northern Illinois will line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. They'll go back to work on offense. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it on this drive.
On the set.
The give to the tailback.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. They've got a 3rd down and manageable from right around midfield. To the ground to try to pick up the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Pressure affects quarterbacks, and this guy's one of the best in the nation. I don't care how talented you are, but if you're being hit, you're not going to throw completions.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Caught over the middle, it's Moore. He did not make it, a stone wall on 3rd down. And here comes the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They boot it away on 4th down. Just needs a crack to get a return. He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Reads it, fires complete. He's loose. And that's where they'll mark him, but a very productive play, and they'll move the chains. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. That's a way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. These DBs going to give a little cushion. Looking to throw on first down. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. With the catch, it's Givens. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. From the gun, wants to pass. Lofts one deep down the right side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. Northern Illinois will line up to punt it away. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. Wants to go up top on first down. He fires one deep over the middle. Pulls it in down the sideline. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
Well, this quarterback, I think, has earned the right to take shots here late in the first half. They've had a lot of success. They've got the lead. They're not going to play it safe. He's going to make good decisions, and when he has opportunities to throw strikes, he's going to hit those throws.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Turning on the Jets. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. 3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. They'll go to the air. Pressure coming. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth, man. 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. From the gun, running back gets the give. Shut down in the backfield again, and that might do it here in the half. And what a way for this defense to wind up the quarter. Line getting set on 2nd down. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And it's been a dynamite first half, leading to a one-sided score right now. It's not over, but I think both sides know this is on the verge of a blowout. That opposing defense is inside its locker room right now wondering 2 things. What just happened, and what do we do now to try to make this respectable? With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Northern Illinois takes over as the offense heads to the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second.
Goes out behind the line. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. And the quarterback just couldn't bring himself to pull the trigger and get rid of the ball, and they knock it free.
So let's give the secondary tons of credit, right, Reese? They were doing an outstanding job in the back end, in coverage, not allowing any receivers open, and that's why the QB had to keep holding it and keep holding it. That allowed the pass rush to get to him, and that created the turnover.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense.
Here we go.
Looking to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Second down, they'll go to the air. A shot toward the end zone, and they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Splits the uprights. Good. And now the lead is extended a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. West Virginia is running away with things, and it's thanks in large part to an offense that's been firing on all cylinders. They're up by 24 over the Judicials. We will be multitasking today, boys. One eye on that game, one eye on your game. Really the only way to do it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. To the air on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Givens.
Well, they're running the curl route against zone coverage, so the quarterback knows he's going to have to put that one on his receiver. You saw the velocity, the arm talent this guy has. That was a missile.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. And that's a live ball. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. He'll be forced out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
2 straight drives ending in fumbles now for this offense. Guys just have to start hanging on to the football. There's nothing schematic that has to change. They've just got to get back to fundamentals. 5 points of pressure and prioritize holding on to the ball.
And we'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. First play of the drive, wants to throw. He'll take a shot. And that one sails through the back of the end zone.
I know the offense came into this game expecting to have some success throwing the football, and right after getting a takeaway right outside of the red zone, they try to do just that. The one-on-one matchups are going to be there in this game. That time, though, the defense did a better job making...
Unleashes one deep. Into the end zone, he's Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Northern Illinois offense ready to go back to work. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
Wants to fire on second down. Quick completion on the out route. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quick.
And the defense, Dave, got him at the 27.
And it's been a long day. I mean, there's not much to point out that this offense has done well. They're behind huge, and they got no shot if they can't somehow find a way to protect their quarterback.
Hunt is on its way. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. He'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The quarterback just lost track of the play clock. Didn't get the snap off quickly enough.
Lasso! Lasso!
They'll move the wide receiver. Power football with the run. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those five guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those five offensive linemen.
Looking for a huge play. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Makes the grab at the 30.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. Complete in the middle. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Down to the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. Trying to cap this drive with a pass. Right on the money. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. The offense knocking on the door, 1st and goal. Give to the fullback. He's in for the touchdown.
After that amazing performance in Week 1, this offense wasn't content. They felt like they left some plays out on the field, even though they were able to get that win. I feel like they've taken another step. They've raised their intensity level. They've raised their execution. This team is going to be a contender this year. You can just feel it.
And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, we'll see what the plan is for this Northern Illinois offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Pocket breaking down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Goodness gracious, this is a master class, a clinic on how to get to the quarterback. The 7th sack of the game. Are you kidding me? That's a season for some teams. They've lived in the backfield.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. Takes a hit as he fires. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Northern Illinois will line up to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. Makes a move. Wide open, and it's a foot race. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Got it in the middle. It's Smith. They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is plenty to give them a first down.
A lot of smiles right now in this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up second down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
He stopped at the 5, but the completion sets him up for the 1st and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. The pitch. And he'll take it in for a touchdown.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he tacks on the extra point. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. West Virginia is running away with this one. Give that O an A+, and belt out another verse of Country Roads. They're up by 24 over the Judicials. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Northern Illinois takes over as the offense heads to the field. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for a crease. It's Poe. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Caught in the backfield, it's Rodgers. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Under fire. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
This is just so demoralizing. You want to talk about taking a game over. That's what this defense is doing right now. They are just winning in the trenches. They're easily the more athletic and more physical unit up front, dominating this O-line.
The Huskies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Off play action. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
Man, this defense has played so well, and this offense, they've struggled. They haven't executed greatly. They're going to have to do it against a really good defense who continues to apply pressure. They've got to find a way to protect their quarterback a little better.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got some room to run. He's inside the 40. And after the interception, he brings it back and gets it inside the 35.
Man, it's really nice as a defense to force 3rd and long, where you can bring in the nickel, Jesse, and you can play zone coverage with those zone eyes on the quarterback.
Yeah, as a quarterback, too, you got to know with that extra DB out there, your timing better be good and you better be accurate, because if you're not, they've got ball hawks in the back end, and that errant throw gets picked.
Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter.
Cricket.
Running back searching for a hole. And he's brought down after a solid gain, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd quarter. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th.
Okay.
It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Wants to go up top. Grab near the sticks. It's Richmond. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo booster.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs.
Clear.
Quarterback running on the draw. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. 2nd and goal for the offense.
Here we go.
Looking to fire. And it's caught for the touchdown.
This has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Northern Illinois offense ready to go back to work. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Handoff from the shotgun. Breaks the tackle. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Hold offense.
This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Offense breaks the huddle. It's 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Northern Illinois will line up to punt it away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Hauls it in at the 25. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. So, guys, we'll see this offense again. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll run the option. And the ball is free on the pitch. Defense has it. They're on the move. Touchdown, Northern Illinois. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. Safe to say the offense could have used a few more plays like that earlier in the game.
Too little, too late. At least you got something going. You got some kind of rhythm. The offense put some points up. But, man, if they'd have started a little bit better, they might have had a chance to be a little bit more in this ballgame.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. All wideouts, no backs. Might be changing the route.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Starts a drive trying to go up top. Going downfield for the big play. He's got it on the left. Off and running. Touchdown!
Honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And how about this offense, man? It's been a rough day. You're getting beat down. You're trying to find some kind of momentum late in the game to build something off of, and you give up another sack.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Screen pass just not working there. You figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz, but because the defense has the lead, they're just sitting back and playing big zones.
And they can't make the connection on third down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Northern Illinois will line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. He'll field the punt and take it back. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football. You preserve the lead. You got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
On the run, it's Vincent. Inside the 40. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on third down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late, running the ball on third.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. They'll snap it from the 30 on first down.
Let's go!
The give to the back. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming into the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
They'll give it to the back. Got the first down, looking for more. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. No big secret what they're trying to do here. They've kept it on the ground. It's 1st and 10. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short.
And this is the part of the game where you could really see this guy take over, right? Like, you've got the lead, the big running back. He's physical in the fourth quarter, starting to get a little bit tired. Let's see if he can keep this going.
Easy.
Running to the left.
It's great to have a physical offensive line that you can count on, that you can just lean on them up front and fall forward and get first downs. Man, what a comfortable, what a nice spot to be in if you're an offensive coordinator.
He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
And down here near the goal line, you got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipating this guy to touch it again.
They keep pushing forward down to the 3, but now it's 3rd and goal. He's looking to pass. Here's a heat. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock.
Timeout by the offense.
So you might expect to see victory formation. Instead, you will see a field goal attempt. And this one shouldn't be too taxing, a 23-yard try. It's good. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter is sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. After this, it'll be a wrap. Lost a throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute and get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at now to analyze where do I need to get a little bit better, but plenty of time still left in the season to improve and turn it around.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.